Good evening, everyone. This is episode 33 of Roll With It, season 2. We've got a special guest on today, Mr. Luca Magri.
How are you, boys?
aka Vanasounds.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
This is our second go at the intro now because of fucking
I think we had a storage issue.
storage
It
issues.
just fucking froze on us.
Clean out your Mac once in a while, mate.
Yeah, my Macintosh has gone to bits.
But yeah, this is my second go at the intro. What was I going to say? So, Luca, how's it feel, mate? First podcast.
It's good. It's obviously first podcast. A little bit nervous, but
So
it's easy. We'll get through it.
I think most people know of you as a DJ. So you're a DJ, but I was saying before, like I would think of you as like a hard techno DJ, but like, how would you describe yourself in a music sense?
So I mean, in Perth, hard techno, it's still there, but it's not as big as over east, Melbourne and Sydney.
That's where it's big.
It's where it's out there. I like my house, my R&B, obviously, because I do a lot of like the private parties, this and that.
Yeah.
Obviously produce my own music as well as DJ. So that's just pretty much like a house EDM style, this and that. So
House music's good.
it's good. It's the best.
No, well, like in summertime, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I was thinking that more because the songs that you have released, they're more the hard techno ones, like, correct?
Yeah. So I pretty much post all my stuff on SoundCloud. Haven't got too much on Spotify just yet. Obviously just trying to, figure out exactly what type of style and sound I was going for. But yeah, SoundCloud I post, obviously have a couple of hits on there. A remix of Justin Bieber Stay.
Oh yeah.
With Kid Leroy.
Yeah.
That went viral. That's on 8 million.
Fuck,
streams
that's
at the
sick.
moment. Yeah, and that's actually a drum and bass style. So it's completely my brother he produced it with me.
That's
so it was
sick.
kind of it wasn't really our style, but we just wanted to try something new.
8 mil.
8 million, yeah.
What did it?
That's pretty cool.
What did it go viral on? Like
Just, I don't know if someone might have posted it like
on TikTok
like
or?
TikTok. I don't
TikTok
know. I'm not
edits
too
and shit,
sure.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of years now, but it's still climbing. It's on like maybe I can see like obviously the stats and all that stuff. It's like 20,000 a day. So
That's wild.
It's
man.
pretty full on.
What, so
That's
DJs
wild.
are like
Yeah.
downloading it or something?
Yeah. Obviously, you do like those links that you connect to your social medias, this and that, and they
They have
download.
to give you a follow.
Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah.
Fuck, that's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We will put socials on the screen.
Yeah,
For those
pretty
interested,
social.
as
Yeah.
always, with all of our guests.
Yeah, 100%. What were you gonna say?
I was just going to say, when you said episode 33, we are a third of the way to 100.
Yeah, with a bit of tax on the end. Yeah, 33.
some tax, yeah.
100%.
We're almost there, I think.
A third of the way. I don't really know what that means. I don't know whether to celebrate that, but
I don't know. Blake said as long as you get to 20, you're in the top 2% or something of podcasts ever made.
yeah,
So-
21 episodes or something is
Yeah.
the top percent.
Top percentile, yeah. of
because most
podcasts ever.
podcasts that ever exist don't make it to 20 episodes.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, it's quite a bit.
So
You're doing very well.
just by us sitting here, we could have fucking 10 followers. Not that we've got much more than that. Anyway, but yeah. So obviously the name Vanasounds is nothing like your actual name,
Yes.
Luca
Yeah.
Magri. So what's the go with that? I don't know if you've been asked this all the time, but
Yeah, actually, a few people have asked me, like, where did Vana come from?
what's
It's
the name? Yeah.
It's actually a funny story. It's actually named after my mum. Her real name's Silvana.
Yeah.
So at the time when, like, this was, a few years back, I wasn't sure what my name should be. I was actually started from DJ LVM, and not a lot of people knew about that. But that was I would have been like 12 years old.
Yeah.
That's not a bad name either.
It was
But
good, but it was just, I didn't, just for me.
you wanted something else.
Yeah, I just wanted like a, Hardwell, Tiesto,
Yeah.
and then
Avicii.
Avicii, yeah,
It's just-
exactly.
Yes.
And you got Vana.
And
yeah.
then
Vana,
Vana,
yeah.
right next to it.
It is slick.
Yeah, so
is
That's
slick.
smart.
that's
Yeah.
pretty much it. My mum, she was pretty, she was happy about that, and she's always obviously supported me since day one. So I thought, you know what, I'll name it after her, and it worked out so far. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
Well, that's actually quite.
Yeah.
Wholesome.
That's quite a wholesome,
Yeah.
wholesome
story.
Wholesome
Yeah.
story. Yeah, I thought it was going to be something like I don't know, like passed out one night like, after a big night out and it just fucking came to you or something. Urban Dictionary name generator.
Yeah.
I don't even know how the fuck. I can't even remember how we got our actual name. But I remember it took us fucking days.
If I can go back and if there is still those messages up there,
Yeah, you'd have to screenshot
if we scroll
it.
for fucking a year worth of messages,
Just back and forth, just different
trying to
names.
figure out
Oh my
names.
God.
It's hard. It's hard. It's
We
actually one of
had,
the hardest things to do.
What did we
Yeah.
have? The pondering pod.
Oh, we had all sorts of
That's
shit.
good, I like
We had
that.
all
That's cool.
we had all
Pondering
sorts of
pod,
shit. Fuck, maybe we would be viral if we chose a better name. Maybe our name's holding us back.
We're gonna rebrand just completely.
We've just
Start from
rebranded
scratch.
everything else, but now we've got to rebrand the name. Fuck.
Land.
What can you do?
I have a little, not so much a story, but a question and a dig at clubs that have something against neck tats.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
What's the big thing about neck
so
tats?
that's a fucking that's an
everywhere,
issue in
bud.
itself.
That's over East. It's here.
It's
you know
worse
what I
than
mean?
like over East.
What's the problem? I understand like gang-related tattoos
Yeah.
and like face tats that are like you know you can't tell who's who.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I
But
think
if
it's
you've got
more
a
of
little like little symbol on the back of your neck or something,
Like yours.
yeah, mine. I almost didn't get.
Wait, you
let
can't
in
get
at
him like that.
CBH.
No way, like that.
With a little like faded thing on the side. I went to CBH. The guy in front of me had, honest to God, the symbol probably like a centimetre just behind his earlobe.
Yeah, what, and they didn't let
And
him
the
in?
guy like turned around and like, no, bro, you can't go in. Neck tats. And I was like,
What?
fuck. So I had to pull my shirt up, and then like I was just like scratching my neck as I gave my ID.
That's a little
And then
bit
I got
silly.
in.
From the neck, you know, you're not really looking at the neck when you're looking front on. You know what I mean? If you understand,
understand,
you've got,
like, big,
tears,
like,
yeah, for
Full.
sure.
But
Not the
yeah,
neck, I don't know.
you know what these
What's the problem with it? Can
you
I-
know what
can I
these
ask?
seckies are like, but like they're going out of their way to
Yeah.
not let you in, and like that's what they're like at the casino. That's what they're like everywhere, man.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
The
Yeah.
casino, I think the casino's gotten less strict.
what?
I reckon it's more lenient.
None.
Man, the Cass, I see people in there in fucking like a $10 outfit.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. We didn't get let in the other night, but
Really?
Why?
well, last night. But it was we'd been out, so I don't know. They thought we were
Buckled,
drunk,
yeah.
but we weren't. We were fine. Like, fuck the cast, man.
But you see, yeah,
Dangerous place.
Shitty place.
horrible. I'll never go back.
I used to. Yeah, nah.
Until April, at
Till
least.
April. No, you love the old
I,
casino.
no, I do like the Cass when there's some Prem on or like the Euros are on.
Yeah.
Like when there's something
I've actually never-
something to go there for
Yeah.
to go watch.
I've
I don't
never
mind
witnessed
going.
one of like how they had those like the games, the soccer games, or like the
Yeah.
F1. I've never seen it, but I heard so many good
Yeah, the
things about
sports
it.
bar
Like,
is
just
good. The sports
run
bar
them
is
up.
good.
It's
Yeah.
massive. Yeah.
Half time, you go for a little punt for 15
mad,
minutes.
Mad.
And, it's like,
and
it's
then you
alright.
end up missing the second half.
and then it ends up being like 4 hours after the game's finished, and you're still there.
Yeah, it's a degenerate place. Fuck the casino, man.
Yeah, it's
They need to stop going there. But
very
yeah.
dangerous. Very dangerous.
But yeah, I don't know what the go is with the neck tattoos, man. It's stupid. And like, we went to CBH the other week for my birthday after. So let me just say also, to add to that, the Sunday sessions just fucking died. I don't know about yesterday, but
So yesterday was pumping, I think, because
yesterday was pumping because
holiday.
public holiday.
and
Or bank holiday for the UK listeners, because we've got some UK listeners now.
bank holiday.
Bank holiday. I don't know what the fuck.
Bank holiday.
Bank holiday. I don't know what's got to do with the bank, but
Yeah.
anyway, it's not a history or not history, a cultural lesson. But yeah, we went there on a Sunday in Scarborough. Everywhere was dead on a fucking beautiful weather Sunday. They used to pump.
It's
So still not better get in.
Scarborough was dead everywhere.
Yeah?
Lookout was
Oh,
dead.
wow.
The tables were on the dance floor. It was dead. El Grotto, Peach Pit, all dead. And then we went to Cottesloe. And there's a few of us boys. We had like rips in our shorts, and they didn't let us in because of that. Rips in our
Because of
shorts.
the ribs.
Yeah.
Can't have rip shorts.
No ripped shorts and no tats on the neck. Like fucking
And
hell.
no gang related tattoos anywhere.
Yeah, but like, what about like, what is ripped shorts like? What's wrong with that? Like, come on, like it's like saying, oh, you got rips in your jeans. You're like,
Yeah.
you know,
It
like
could be
that's-
a personal issue, maybe a personal.
What if
matter.
you've got
Would
like
you do?
eczema? What if you've got eczema?
Right, you
And
could have said
need to let
anything.
your legs breathe,
What?
and you
Yeah.
need a rip or two.
Get like allergic reaction.
Yeah, you need some
You're
aeration down there.
discriminating against my medical condition.
I don't
what it
know.
is.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. That's what I mean.
Pretty
Pub-
sure in Sydney though, even for shirts, you're not allowed to have like any designer brand shirts to go into some certain clubs.
Like
What?
like LV
Like-
and
like
stuff
you
like
can't-
that.
Like blank.
It has to be either very subtle,
Yeah.
or like, it can't be you know.
Yeah, okay.
That's happened a couple times. I was in there probably last year. I had a couple guys with me. They all had like the nice shirts on, and we didn't get let in. We're like, why? What's the problem? Oh, you're not allowed designer shirts. Like, what?
You can't be underdressed. You can't be overdressed. You got to be medium dressed.
That's what fucks me off.
Medium dressed.
Blokes women too, go into a lot of effort throughout their week to pick out a nice outfit to wear, to not get let in, trying to look your best for your shitty club.
Oh, it's silly, man. These nightclubs, bro. What's your favourite club?
To go in, to play at two.
Yeah. But yeah, both metrics are the question.
Definitely for Perth, obviously Butterfly 73 is probably for my style, obviously that type of music, as well as like it's pumping, you know, like every Friday, Saturday, even Thursdays.
It is busy.
You know, it's for me, I like it.
Yeah.
There's other places, but I just prefer that in Perth, and definitely Ivy in Sydney. I've been to the Ivy. That was sick.
I've never been.
I saw Chris Lake there. It was fucking
mad.
sick.
Yeah. The Friday, the WoW experience is just, that's what it's called. It's just amazing. That's like full hardstyle there.
I've never been. That'd be good.
You like hardstyle?
I know you love that. You love that there. It's wicked.
Wow, I might have to go to Sydney now.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm happy here with.
I haven't been anywhere over east.
Oh,
no way.
I've been to Tassie in the Bermuda Triangle there in fucking Tassie.
Have you been to Melbourne? Nothing.
No, I've been all around Europe twice.
Wow.
And I've never been.
Just do like a weekender, mate. Just do a weekend trip.
I want to.
3-4 days.
Yeah, that's it. That's what you need.
I might go watch the footy or something next year.
Oh, definitely. But Perth's definitely more drum and bass.
Yeah, definitely.
With what I was at last night. But you haven't really delved into much drum and bass yet.
Nah, not really. I mean, I respect it, but it's not me, you know, like everyone's got their own style, you know what I mean? And
there's no point playing something you don't enjoy as well. You're not going to get into it.
It's one of those things, you know, I guess. Everyone has their own style, you know?
But I'm starting to get into a bit more like hard techno now. Like, I'm not too much into hard style, but like, I like hard techno, like Sarah Landry and all that. That's, you know, sort of like the gateway stuff.
It's starting to actually become quite commercial now, you know?
Yeah, like the gateway stuff,
Yeah. I reckon, you remember, was it Ellie Goulding and Calvin Harris? That, what was it? Miracle. When that came out, that was kind of like...
Little gateway.
Kind of the gateway for commercial.
That's a good song,
you know, like... And then after that, everyone kind of just jumped on it. Like that type of, you know, style.
Yeah.
Is that still... What do you call that song? Like, I don't know what you'd call that genre. That's why it gets so blurred.
It's definitely techno.
But it's not... but then it's nothing like an actual... If you listen to like a teletech artist... From like a fucking proper hard techno artist. It sounds so different.
It's completely, so
much more hectic.
I wouldn't even know really what to call it, no.
Yeah, I don't know. But then where do your songs fall under then? Like
my productions?
Your biggest ones.
No, production wise?
Yeah, your biggest like remixes or originals or...
Okay, so definitely Stay was that song I was telling you about. That was probably my biggest. Then there was one, Which Was a House. You remember Tove Lo, Cool Girl?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that one there, that was another viral one. That was SoundCloud. It did really well. Then someone actually posted it onto the YouTube channel. And then from there, that just jumped into millions and millions and millions. And I think that was actually he was obviously getting paid for that, obviously, through YouTube.
Yeah.
Apparently someone actually got that song and put it as like a dance routine in Lithuania.
Fucking hell.
Trap Nation.
I don't really know how that happened, but
shout out to Lithuania. Fucking hell. I don't even know what the flag looks like. Fucking hell.
That was like one of the biggest
sick.
The biggest places that were playing that song at the time. And then they were just doing like some like hula hoops like videos. It's probably still on YouTube.
Is that in Europe?
Yeah,
Lithuania.
Yeah, Lithuania, yeah.
Europe loved that fucking music.
Romania, I'm pretty sure.
Europe loved that music.
Yeah, I think that's kind of, obviously, that was a type of style at the time. And yeah, that was just, after that, we was like, wow, okay, I kind of like this style, you know, and I want to kind of stick to that. But now my production-wise is more like, you know, like the house, like you're going to get like the deep house vibes that, you know, with the Sunday session type of style.
That's good. I love that shit.
I reckon that's...
I love Sunday sesh music, man.
Oh, it's hectic.
Like Cali Beach music.
Cali
You know what I mean?
Beach.
Everyone's just flicking their wrist for like 5 hours straight.
What other? There's not really much other dance moves you can do to fucking house. You just gotta
It's just
flick
good,
your
it's
wrist.
just good. You feel good.
Yeah.
Like everything just elevates 30%.
Yeah.
I might go to that that event coming up, that Electric Island one. Have you seen that? It's on Cottesloe Beach, like Hayden James.
Oh wow.
Dumont.
Actually, yeah, I have seen a post for that. Yeah.
That seems like the closest thing to anything like that at the moment, and that's like it's in April as well. It's an interesting time to do it. I feel like it's going to be like cooler by then.
No, I don't think it'll start. Nah,
Or
it'll
still be warm.
like
Still be warm.
high 20s, man.
Yeah, no,
Low
maybe it'll be
30s.
good. Maybe it'll be good.
I don't think
excuse.
you realise how fucking hot it is throughout the year. It's like 30s until June.
That's what it was like last year, right? Yeah,
It's
it
just
was.
like
was, yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, no, that is true. I think when I was away for just 3 weeks, that was like the biggest heat wave. So I actually kind of missed a big chunk of the hottest part of it.
Yeah, you did. I came back for it. I was back for it.
So it was fucking hot. Yeah.
I just got back from like 4 degrees, like the highest being like 4 degrees.
Yeah.
Straight to
For
40.
3 weeks. Yeah, it's like 39
Yeah.
in the warehouse.
Have the warehouse would have made it so much hotter.
I've moved.
Yes, that's
I don't know if I
news.
said that on the podcast. I've moved. I'm in sales now. So I've gone into sales
Nice.
at Malaga, so much closer to home. I was working in Bibra Lake before,
Oh wow.
which
What a
is
drive.
like fucking adventure world. So that was like 45 minutes,
Every day.
on a
You're going
good-
there 45 minutes.
30 minutes there because the traffic wasn't
Yeah, of
too
course.
bad going.
And on the way back, an hour and a half.
45 minimum,
Yeah, literally.
45
Yeah.
minimum. Like on a
Yeah.
real good day, 45. At least an hour most days.
Well, that's a long
So it's like
time.
almost 2 hours travel.
It's a long
Yeah,
time.
that's a lot. That's a lot.
For someone with
day.
road rage like you.
Oh,
Fuck.
fucking hell. Sorry. So we were talking about road rage, and then the fucking camera. No, sorry. The audio recording stopped.
Yeah, no, I actually just asked Luca about whether he'd want to like push his, like thought about pushing his music more in Europe and stuff, and then you were saying, you mentioned Dubai.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely like Dubai. Obviously that's where it's all at the moment.
Yeah.
And
I see so many videos and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
everyone's there. At the moment.
everyone's there. Everyone's
Just seems
there.
pumping
It's obviously it's good weather all around, really, if you think
Yeah.
about it. Like there's always
for that type of music.
for that type
it's
of music for
perfect
sure.
weather.
And there's always people. There's always tourists there. You know what I mean? So there's always going to be like massive parties, this and that. Ideally, Dubai in Europe, Greece, Spain, all those places. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Was the dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck. Because I was saying also before the camera cut out. Do you want to?
No, go keep going.
About you playing that sort of music, like that sort of Mykonos beach club sort of vibe. Because didn't you have? Fuck, did you play with or did you meet Sunset Bros? Was it Sunset Bros or was it?
Yeah, Sunset Bros. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was I didn't play with them. We just had mutual friends with them.
I just met them.
Yeah. I was DJing an event in Sydney, and that was obviously there, and that was wicked. And then they had their own show at Have you guys heard of the Sea Deck?
No.
It's like this massive boat.
Fuck.
It's like 2,000 people. It's something ridiculous,
Far
like
out,
a
that'd be
full-on
unreal,
club
man.
going through the harbour, and they had their own show. And
Fuck, they're huge as well, man.
they were massive.
They had that huge song as well.
I'm feeling it. Yeah. It's today. It's my favorite song. You know
Fuck,
what I mean?
that's huge.
Yeah, it was massive, and we obviously got invited there, hung out with them, met like Dematic, all those the artists and stuff. Yeah, it was a good time.
How do you
Good time.
even get to that stage? Do you know what I mean?
Ask him.
How do you,
what's
how
that,
do you-
like,
how do
what,
you get
like-
to that stage? Like, how long did it take? Just to do you just keep posting shit and just keep doing events and just keep throwing your name out?
Yeah. Well, I'm not where I want to be at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm obviously still working towards it, but
Mm.
that's definitely your priorities. You
Yeah.
got to obviously put yourself out there. Obviously, you got to have a good product. You got to have good music behind you.
something that
But-
people enjoy.
Exactly, but I definitely think the most important thing obviously from this generation onwards is just having a social media presence. Like you obviously have to have a following, I guess you could say, like fans, and they obviously support your music. Then that obviously leads to you organize your own shows. Then from shows, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But I definitely, it's my weak point. It was my weak point, but I'm definitely working on it to try pump it a little bit more.
Socials.
Yeah.
I think that's what we struggle a little bit with.
Yeah.
I think just not so much like the content that we get out. I think it's just the consistency.
Consistency.
That's key.
And
100%.
and what to post as well.
Yeah, because like I have a real. I don't want to just like post shit just because it's like, oh, it's Thursday at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
We promised to post this.
Yeah.
Like people are expecting this, and we've got nothing to. That's like if I don't find it funny, like
I don't wanna post it.
I can't see how other people
Yeah.
would. I don't know. That's just me.
I think
like if I don't enjoy it, and it's not something that I would want to watch.
Yeah,
that's
no,
not,
I
that's
get
not something that
100%.
I think our audience would want it.
Of course, but I still think it's definitely you got to be like not. I guess it is consistent, but you
Yeah.
just got to be there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess you're posting something, you're still relevant. I don't know. I guess
People
Yeah.
forget about you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you want to keep. You know, all right, I'm here.
We're still here. We're still
You know
here.
what I mean? You're still going.
I think the break we had was perfect amount of time because
Yeah, we didn't go too long.
Yeah, I started to get people literally.
How long did you have a break for? Was it?
Oh, it would have been like five weeks maybe.
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Okay.
Just to like refresh and
Yeah.
and just come back with a little bit more clarity.
Of course, yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
You sort of burn out.
100%.
Not
yeah.
like, not that you run out of ideas, because I think we had heaps of ideas planned,
Of course. Yeah.
but it was just sort of like putting them into
Yep. For sure.
like practice was just sort of hard to do at the time. Like I was going away, I was traveling for three weeks. As I got back, he left.
Oh,
So
yes.
it was
You kind
just
of.
like-
Yeah, of course.
It was just shit timing.
Yeah.
And it was so hard for me to edit and stuff over there
Oh yeah.
because I was fucking
Too busy partying.
no, not even just like I'd go to sleep, wake up, and then we had something on.
100%.
Like every day there was
Hard.
something on, and I was like, fuck, it's just
Yeah.
just doing it in between flights, like editing
Yeah.
on the plane.
Yeah, and that's not
So-
enough time to get it.
Yeah,
all, you know,
and it's
yeah.
like you don't want to rush it either.
Sure.
And it'd be shit.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think the time we had off was good because now that we've come back, and it's like the week before. So we had obviously last week's episode recorded before, and then
Yep.
that weekend I had like 2 people stop me and go, "Oh, like is the podcast back? Like when
Yeah,
he's
mate.
when he's up on the next podcast."
We're back.
I was like, "Fuck, it's
a
perfect
good sign,
timing."
it's a
Like
good
obviously
sign,
people
you
are
know?
like sort of eager
We're
That's
back.
good.
to
That's
see
good.
it. So
We're back.
100%.
We're back.
We're fucking back. I wanted to get into like the artists you've worked with
Yes.
and
Yep.
done either music with or toured with, or like I'm familiar with a little bit, but I feel like I actually didn't even know myself, to be honest. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, that's yeah, I've had a few wicked opportunities that has happened. Going back to what 2015. I
fuck,
won.
so 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years.
Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. 2015 was 10 years ago.
That's scary.
That's
very
just,
scary.
yeah, that's a
Crazy.
joke, man.
That's
Fuck.
gross.
It's crazy.
man.
I would have been what 15.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have been 15.
That's gross.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's a long time, eh?
Fuck. Scary.
Yeah. I was DJing before that. I started when I was like 12,
Yeah.
and but I guess 15 is probably when I started like going to that next stepping stone.
Yeah.
I did. You guys remember Good Life? Good Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good Life, yeah.
So that's they had like obviously a DJ competition at the time, and I obviously you had to do 200 votes. That's what it was. You had to get you do a mix, a 20-minute mix. Well, obviously your style and music, and then you have to get 200 votes for your mix to be valid.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
So that was the hardest bit, getting the votes, because
Yeah.
I'm not the type of guy I don't really want to message you like,
Please vote for me.
Like,
Vote
I
for
hate
me.
that. Like that
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
for me that wasn't really like.
What you wanted to do?
I didn't like to do that. I just wanted to talk like
Be a pest, yeah.
But you know what? I sucked it up. I was like, you know what? I got to do it.
Yeah.
I did it. I was the first one to go through for WA,
Yeah.
Sick.
and then I ended up winning it.
Fuck.
And then from then I got to play. They gave me like a little DJ set, a phone. It was
Yeah.
a Huawei. Is it Huawei?
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
I don't know what happened.
They
there,
gave
but,
you a phone. Fuck.
because it was that company's
Hawaii.
competition.
$99
Sponsored it.
Hawaii.
Yeah, that reckon back then it was
God.
like 16, 17 bucks or whatever. But
Whatever, give me the fucking phone.
I think I used it once.
Hurry
and-
up and just give me the phone.
And then from there, they gave me a main stage. Well, it was like there was 2 main stages. There was like obviously the main where like you got like the festival side, and then you got the dome. It was a
Didn't
dome.
Avicii play at that?
He did. That was the one. Yeah,
That's
Avicii,
fucked.
Martin Garrix.
That's fucked.
Blackerjacks,
And,
yeah.
and these are all like 13, 14-year-olds going to this festival. Or was it
Yep.
14, 15-year-olds? Whatever.
Yeah.
How the
14,
fuck
15.
did that fly, by the way? Like, these little kids would have
Yeah.
been off their head at this thing, surely, man.
On Pop Tops.
That was
Bro.
the best
Nuts
lineup
on
ever.
Pop
I can tell you
I
that.
think Afrojack as well. Like
Playing to
that's massive.
kids, playing to children. You can't even get one of them here.
Can't even get to
You can't even get
fucking
one of them here.
Experience it.
Jesus, that is insane. But that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
What a sick opportunity, man. Did you
And-
meet any of those guys?
Yeah, I met. Who did I meet? like Blaster Jacks. Do you guys?
Yeah, I know Blaster Jacks. That's sick.
At the time, I wasn't obviously like I was still a little bit. You know, I was young. I wasn't really sure. Who
15.
Was, you know,
You're the same age as the kids there.
Pretty much. Yeah. I met like who did I meet? I seen it. Oh, Afro Jack was pretty cool. Obviously Will Sparks, Australian. You know, Will Sparks. Havana Brown was there. I met Havana Brown. Got a photo somewhere. Lil Jon came as well.
You see, you played on the same festival as them. That's crazy.
It's definitely it was definitely my from there I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick it out, and pretty much just got my name a little bit more into the under 18 scenes, and that's kind of where my next stepping stone was, like the fest. You remember the under 18 events?
Oh, do you remember that?
That was
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that being a real thing, eh?
Yeah, it was
still
good.
It's still a big. Yeah, it's still not as big.
It's died. It's
not as
died
big, but
down.
there's still events.
There's still events like occasionally, but when back then that was just like everyone was just doing events. Like you know, there was heaps of companies trying to do it. Metro Frio was doing, like the actual Metropolis Fremantle Club were having their own under 18s, this and that. And it's pretty much from there I got to play in like some of the big shows, like when the Good Life had the club tours, I was like the main for Perth.
That's sick.
You know, so it was pretty it was good. Like I met heaps of people, slice and dice, like you know, all this. Yeah. You know, it was good. It was good. Good time. You know, it was good.
That is nuts. And I suppose that's what sort of would drive you on, eh?
Of course, yeah. That, and then I was obviously, you can only get so far doing your DJing, and then that's when I started getting into my music, my production, and then
when did that start? How old were you then?
I would actually, because I actually started when I was in year 1. I was playing drums. I was in a band with my brothers. It was we used to play like assemblies and stuff. That was you know, we just did that, and then I guess probably year 7. I actually sold my drum kit and I bought a laptop, and then the laptop I downloaded the software, the music software, FL Studio, and then from there I wasn't any really good. I was just, you know, mucking around this and that, trying to learn all the ins and outs. Myself and my brother were doing it at the time, and then we learned a little bit. It took me probably about 2-3 years to
figure out what everything does.
To figure something, you know.
Oh man, it was so hard.
It took me.
Too many buttons.
Man, I used to fuck around with it as well. It's so
Yeah.
difficult, man. You actually got to know. I feel like you need to know how to play an instrument well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it definitely helps. Like, to get the rhythm and stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I learned the piano, because obviously
that's what you need to know.
That's very important. You know, knowing your keys, your scale, all that stuff. But I was more the rhythm, the drums.
Yeah.
So for me, like I can give you a good beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my brother was good because he played the guitar. He knew like the chords, like the lays and all that stuff. You know. And I guess from there, we actually had an opportunity to produce for the Perth fashion show. You heard of that? The fashion show?
I don't know, but
it was like the Telstra Perth fashion show.
Oh yes,
that was.
Do you?
That was massive back then.
I don't even fucking remember that.
Yeah, this would have been what? 8, 9, probably 8 years ago. I'd say.
I didn't have much fashion 8 years ago. I don't think, to be honest.
It would have been like, I think it would have been probably year 9.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck knows.
Yeah, probably even earlier, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
I was going to say probably about year 8 or 9. Yeah.
They used to do like every year they did a show, and we knew one of the designers. She's she's like a relative to us, and she asked us to produce like this very orchestral like piano
Walkway
strings.
song.
Yeah, I didn't actually know it was for a Walkway. I just thought it was just for like. To be honest, I didn't actually.
just on entry, grab a drink, hear some music.
But next minute, we got tickets to it, and then we actually had to make it for 25 minutes.
Yeah, 25-minute song.
A song of just
fucking hell.
Similar keys, similar chords, but just like very emotional piano. Yeah, that was like our first ever proper like serious thing, and we were just like, wow, like we didn't expect it.
Yeah,
and it was actually turned out to be really good. Like a lot of compliments from that, and then from there, I think that was like, we're gonna stick it out.
Yeah,
and that was another step.
That's what I mean. I think you just need one break, sort of. Yeah. To get you going, how far can you go?
When you can taste it.
Yeah, how far can you go? And I think that's sort of what pushes you on heaps. That's with everything though.
It is with everything.
I can't believe I thought you were probably like, fuck, I got to make this like banging track. Like fucking like hard ass track.
Just like a garage band.
Honestly, we were very we honestly got the idea of what they were after, but like we didn't actually know it was that serious, like how slow and emotional.
A symphony.
Like how are you supposed to walk to just walk out to something slow.
You want something
we just
a bit
sort of done it with a beat. You know what I mean?
Like
Yeah.
Bruno, man. How funny is Bruno?
Oh,
You know-
Bruno,
you know,
fuck, bro.
The fashion show, the track's just like this techno, like, and they're all walking out and shit.
That'd be hectic.
Just walking out in the Velcro.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Make a song with Will Sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
He's he's hectic. He's a
Yeah.
very good producer. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
His styles, yeah. He
Will
definitely
Sparks
put
is sick.
he definitely put Australia on the map for that type of style, like,
Yeah.
like the Melbourne sound, that type of, you know. Now he's obviously, look at him, he's massive.
Yeah, he's huge.
Songs with Darren Styles.
Darren.
Everyone, yeah, yeah.
Darren
Darren
Styles.
Styles, love Darren Styles, eh?
Darren Styles, unreal,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah. So it's, yeah.
So,
Cool.
and you've also, like, what vocalists have you worked with?
So obviously, I got a friend in Sydney, Alyssa. She's yeah, one of my favorite singers. Good friend of mine as well. Like
Yeah.
we work really well together. She's got such a good voice for the type of style that I like.
Because she's
Music.
big as well.
She's yeah. She got some wicked hits. We're actually just finishing off a song now, which is pretty keen for you to hear it soon. That's pretty much we're just back and forth, sending stuff.
Yeah.
You know, different styles. You know, experimenting this
And
and
you
that.
just sort of tinker with it, and
Yeah. Like she gives all. I want this, and I'll do this. You know what I mean? And just works.
that
And
would be sick, man, to do.
yeah,
That'd
that's
be
my
nuts to
it's
do.
it's my favorite type of style to make that music. That's why we work
Yeah.
quite often. But obviously there's still a lot more artists that I want to work with. Like obviously Hooligan Hess, I really want to make a couple of his summer hits and stuff. A Huntro as well. I really want to work with him.
All the Aussie rappers.
all the Aussie ones. You know, like the and
like
eventually
Young and Lips as well.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yeah,
right.
he's
he was killing it at
he's
one
good.
point. Fuck, man. He was,
him Day One as well. Day One.
Yeah, it is Day One.
He was
he's
yeah.
sick. Fucking
Yeah.
that Dubai song's sick as well.
Yep. Yeah, he's he's a good singer, very good guy.
That's sick, man.
Yeah.
Fuck. So when's this song come out?
Well, that's I'm not too sure yet.
No, it's still under wraps.
Classified. Yeah.
Classified information.
It's definitely there's actually more than one. There's actually a few. You know.
in the pipeline.
Yeah. I definitely want to obviously do my album soon. I'm going to do an album, and we're going to have a couple songs on it.
So these are all originals or a few remixes?
These are all originals. Yeah, all originals. So
That's so time consuming as well.
It
Like,
is,
like
yeah.
and you don't want to rush it.
you don't. I've been
You
working
want
on
it
the
to be
same song for like
perfect.
literally probably 2 years now.
Yeah.
This same song because it's wicked, like it slaps,
Yeah,
but
but
it's
you just
just
want it
like
to be
I just want to make sure it's
perfect.
an album worthy song. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I don't want it to be like
just a filler.
I just want to hits ya in
it-
the heart.
Yeah.
It would be the best knowing that the song's going to do well because you're that confident with it.
Well, that's the thing. You don't really know what's like. You can make some quick stuff, like on my SoundCloud, for example. Some that I just threw up, they did really well. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's not that much effort into them.
Yeah.
It's just so unexpected, you know. It's just.
Yeah.
But this one, I want to make sure it's tip top. You know.
Yeah.
It was like on the Avicii documentary. They were like to him when he released "Wake Me Up." Like that, I don't know. Someone asked him or something like whether they thought or whether like he thought it was going to like go nuts, and he goes, "Yeah, like."
Yeah.
He was so confident with it. And then the first time he played it in like a weird way with like a band at like the festival we played it at, and
Yeah.
everyone was like booing it and shit. Like, what the fuck?
No
Yeah.
way.
So no one had ever done that before. Like played like a band version at like a festival.
Yeah.
And then obviously the weeks passed, and everyone was like, "Holy fuck, this is crazy!"
It's one of the best
it's
songs
actually
I've heard.
good,
It's
yeah.
literally one of the best songs I've heard.
This is crazy. And then it obviously came like one of the biggest songs like in that scene of all time, probably. So
Avicii's
yeah.
good, man.
Yeah.
I won't say I miss him, but I've met him, but like,
Great guy. I miss him
It
so
was
much.
actually, you know what? Believe it or not, my first ever concert was his ever in my life. I went to
Yeah.
his when he came here in RSC Arena.
like, man, we're so
Yeah.
lucky. There's like
Yeah.
a small group of people I know that would have seen him, man.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
But you didn't meet him on the
No,
Good Life
obviously
tour.
because he was on another level. He was so big, like he obviously had his own
fuck.
like room, this and that. Obviously, I was backstage, but they kind of like, blocked
Sectioned
themselves.
off, sectioned off, yeah.
And I'm not gonna go in there freaking be a fangirl, like
Knock on the
I'm
door.
Definitely, I was like, far out, we kill at it, but
Yeah, man, that's
yeah,
good.
it's pretty yeah, it's massive.
So yeah, that's sick. So what's next then? Apart from obviously making music, are you like going to be playing more over in Sydney or Melbourne or?
Ideally, yeah. I want to try do a few more shows. I actually want to go to Melbourne. Like, I want to kind of do, because there's heaps of clubs there in Melbourne that I would love to play at.
Yeah.
A couple more in Sydney, but I definitely want to just try to go to like the beach bars and like the Dubai, that type of style. The clubs there.
I think
And
that'd be
then-
sick, man. That'd be good exposure in Dubai.
Oh, massive.
That'd be nuts.
That's if I'm there, I would feel like I've done
Yeah.
quite a bit already.
Is
you
it?
know?
It's obviously like super competitive, eh?
It is. It's
So,
literally.
so how do you even like? How would you even go about it?
How do you stand out?
Yeah.
You just got to stand out. That's
Yeah.
why when I was circle back to when I was talking about like the social presence.
Mm.
You got to make sure like you're targeting people like over there,
Yeah.
like your target audience. You kind of got to have like, you got to be known.
Yeah.
And then if you know the right person, mate, all your doors,
Yeah.
it's just opening.
That
you
is
know?
crazy, eh?
It's hard to get to that point, but
Once you're there.
once you're there, I think it just kind of goes a lot
Chain
easier.
reaction, yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
'Cause
Exactly.
sometimes I don't know with our podcast, I don't know what route to take because there's a route where you can talk about Perth stuff
Yeah.
on the podcast and that like makes it
But then it
feel
also-
more at home, but then it
but
also shuns out everyone else that's
for
not from
sure.
Perth.
Limits everything.
If I'm talking
Yeah.
about fucking Scarborough, like people in
What the
United
fuck's Scarborough?
Kingdom are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
Yeah.
where's Scarborough? Like, we're fucking, in South London. What the fuck is Scarborough,
Yeah. No,
So
I feel-
it's tough to know whether to. I like probably more generalizing everything, but it's Then
I like the solder folds we do and stuff
And
like
it-
that.
yeah,
That's
it's just
general stuff.
stuff
that
everyone can relate to.
Everyone can relate
Yeah.
to.
but that's the main thing with the podcast, making sure people can relate to what the hell we're talking about.
And then again, our best reel is of Harley Reid,
Who's a Perth football player.
Perth football player. So then again, it just like contradicts everything.
Yeah. He's a champion.
Oh man, have you met him?
Yeah. Yeah. He actually comes to my brother's shop quite often.
Does he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell
One
him
of
to
our
come on
customers-
here.
Yeah. Next time I make his coffee, his iced latte.
Fuck, that'd be nuts.
And
We-
he's a top bloke.
We had like a running joke like in the first few episodes of the podcast of just dropping.
It was probably 12.
You're just name dropping him every like fucking 10
Harley,
minutes.
yeah. Harley.
And come on, Harley.
Tactic.
Yeah, then we haven't in a while, but we want to get some footy players on.
For sure.
Yeah,
'Cause,
maybe some of the rookie boys would be good.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
just
Have a
any
chat to
the
see
young
what
boys
it's
on.
like in their life and how they're finding everything.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm liking the
That'd be
music,
so
the music stuff.
Music's very good, man.
More
Yeah.
DJs.
I love
Right.
it.
There is a few DJs in Perth anyway, and they all got some pretty big names. So
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've had Bodie on, we've had you on, but now like want to sort of see who else wants to come on.
Yeah, for
I'd like
sure.
to get Blake back on.
Yeah,
That'd be
Blake,
sick.
Blake Richardson, like stand up comedy.
Yeah, name rings a bell. Name rings a bell.
Yeah, I had him on. He was fucking sick. Landed
Is
like
it-
a Netflix role.
Yeah, he's acting now.
Oh, really?
Netflix show. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
it's like pretty big.
No, it was sick.
That's wicked.
That was like only a few months after he came on.
It's probably from you guys. That's why.
Yeah, probably. Fuck, it is.
I reckon
it is.
I want a car. I reckon
No, it'd have to be. It'd have to be.
10% at least.
Minimum.
Oh man.
Minimum.
Also, didn't you have like? This is the first time I'd ever heard of you. Like back in the day. This is before I actually knew you like personally. This is before I knew you like that. Because obviously you've DJed heaps of parties that I've been to, but even this is even before that. Like, didn't you go on like a tour with like Blueface?
I did. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how the hell how's
Yeah.
that happen? Because that's completely different music. That's like rap music. Like, how are you gone
literally
from
techno to
both ends of the spectrum
So-
and even classical music with your runway
okay,
shit?
yeah, literally
You've got
with the
three big genres there.
3 different styles.
Yeah.
So that's actually a funny story. So I used to do when I was about 15 when I started this thing called the Jungle Body. Have you guys heard of it?
Don't think I have no.
Think of like a Zumba, right?
Yeah.
But like dancing and like with a DJ.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways,
So you're playing live.
Yeah, so to
People
women,
dancing.
to women. It's
Yeah,
just
that's sick.
like a
Yeah.
women, like mums, whatever,
Yeah, getting their cardio
Like,
in.
yeah, exactly. And
That's all right.
every Wednesday I was doing it at this Lockridge High School, right? And I'm still very good friends with them. And I was just doing it every Wednesday. I didn't even drive at the time. I
Yeah.
brought my stuff, and I was literally, I think it was like $65 for like an hour. And I was only on for an hour.
Yeah.
So I had to bust my dad's balls to take me to this
Bring all the
place,
stuff.
and just to come back like literally 50 minutes later.
Yeah.
And I was just doing that till I eventually got my license, started doing it myself, this and that.
Yeah.
And then, long story short, one of the instructor's sister's husband, right? So get that, okay? He's actually from Dubai. He's a top bloke, one of the best person you ever meet. He's very close with Mike Tyson. You know, believe it or not.
fuck?
Yeah. And he loves his music, this and that. We had a really good, we got along very well. Kept in touch here and there. And I think it would have been 2019. Me and my mates decided to go to Festival X. Do you guys remember?
Yeah, I remember Festival X, yeah.
That was a wicked lineup, like Armin van Buuren.
Yeah,
they had like
sick.
all these rappers there. They had obviously Blueface, Trippie Redd, Lil Pump came.
Sick.
Yeah, so long story short, I booked myself to go to Gold Coast to go to the Brisbane show.
Yeah.
And I seen that my mate was that guy that I think I was like, he was in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Oh, hey bro, like I'm gonna be there as well. Like we'll catch up,
Yeah.
He literally hits me back probably a couple hours later. Hey bro, you want a DJ? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I just thought maybe he might have been DJing for like just a party or an after party.
Yeah.
He hits me back the next day. He goes, man, can you do the whole tour with Blueface? I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, I need you to. He can't get his DJ into Australia.
Fuck.
Can you do it? Man, I was shaking. I was like, wow. Like, I didn't know what was happening right now. I just thought maybe it could have been just an after party. I was like, yeah, of course. I'm like, it's not my music. It's not, but I'll definitely, like, I'd love to do that,
Yeah.
Long story short, I got to Brisbane, met him there. I met obviously Blueface, and I met the whole team. And pretty much they flew me to Melbourne and Sydney.
Yeah.
For the tour.
Yeah.
So we did obviously the Festival X tours. We were only on for like 15 minutes,
Yeah.
right? Each city. And then we did a Culture Kings appearance. And that was so fun. Like we pulled up, do you know how like, you get those celebrities going to Culture Kings? That was so cool. Like,
Big circle around.
it was literally like, and back then, Blueface is still big,
Yeah.
but back then
He's
he
big
was,
then.
he dropped his song, obviously, Tatiana.
Yeah, that was
and that
huge.
was just a massive song.
Yeah.
That was like
The biggest
so good.
at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a funny story. He wanted to meet obviously the first Brisbane show it was. He goes, I need you to MC. I'm like, bro, I'm not an MC. Like, what do you want to say? Like, I can't MC. And he goes, yeah, no, you can. Like,
That's insane.
it was just, like, I had to, like, shout out all his, like, his catchphrase or, like, all that type of, the American accent and stuff. And
That's killer.
yeah, it was wicked. And we did our after parties after that. And Lil Pump and Trippie Redd actually came to our after party. And
I love Trippie Redd.
I was we were partying with I was partying with Trippie Redd actually. It was
I love Trippie Redd, man.
yeah, he was a character, He was cool.
Man, I
Cool guy.
saw him when he came to listen out. It was fucking unreal.
Yeah,
He was so good.
He's got a lot of energy.
He was so sick, man.
Nah, he's And
That's
that
a
was-
killer story.
Yeah, that was pretty had some entertaining times there. That's like it was just
Can't
It was just
reveal
an
this.
yeah, it's a little bit
the nitty gritty.
Not disclosed.
Gotta keep that,
That's sick.
But yeah, no, that was massive opportunity for me. Obviously, it wasn't really my style in that
You're
regard.
gonna take
Like,
what? Yeah.
you take what you know what you get.
Like,
Like,
your name out.
at least I did it.
Yeah.
I met obviously Calvin Harris was there as well. Calvin Harris.
I love Calvin Harris, man.
Oh mate, it was one of the best.
One of the goats.
Yeah, 100%. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen. Like, I think actually he performed, Calvin Harris, and then Armin van Buuren closed.
That's insane.
And just the show was just, crazy. Crazy.
This is inspiring stuff.
Yeah, it was.
I need to go make something of my life
Go
now.
explore.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Did you have anything you wanted to add?
No,
'Cause I
not
think-
particularly.
I think there's people after us.
Yeah, we are just about done.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Thank you
coming
for
on.
having me, boys. I
No
appreciate
It
worries.
it.
was good. It was good.
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
We'll get you back on for sure
sure,
in the
for sure.
future. We say this to all our guests, which we will, because it's
Yeah.
pretty chill. Like, come on,
Yeah,
whatever, man.
You
Honestly,
don't want it to be like
course.
fucking every episode.
I might
Yeah.
have
You wanna
a
keep things
few more
fresh?
stories in maybe a couple months' time,
Yeah.
do some traveling in the meantime, and then
That'd be sick.
got some stories to tell you when I'm back.
Lovely.
Mhm.
no, I feel like what do you call it? Like, we could have just kept going for like another 2 hours, but like,
Yeah.
Oh, I got so much stories for you boys,
Yeah,
but
we
can-
that's
this is just part one.
Yeah.
This is
For
part
another
one.
time, for
This is
another
part one. All right, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Thank
We'll see
you.
you
We'll
next
catch you
week.
soon. Ciao.